Hey everyone, if you're tired of manually counting and sorting your cash piles every time you close out your register or finish a big event, this AccuBANKER AB ValueSwitch mixed bill money counter might be exactly what you need. I know how frustrating it is to sit there for what feels like forever just trying to get an accurate total, especially when you've got a mix of bills all jumbled together. So today I'm going to show you whether this machine actually delivers on its promises and makes that whole process a whole lot smoother. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let me tell you about the serial number recognition with the built-in printer. This thing doesn't just count bills, it actually prints out a detailed report showing each bill's serial number. That's huge if you need documentation for audits or just want to keep track of large bills. I tested it with a stack of 20s, and sure enough, it printed out every single serial number in order. No more writing things down by hand or trying to remember which bills you had. Now, the 6 operating modes are super handy. You've got your standard count, add mode for when you're adding to an existing stack, and even a batch mode that lets you separate bills by denomination automatically. I used it to sort a pile of 1s, 5s, and 10s, and it separated them perfectly without me having to lift a finger. There's also a mode for detecting counterfeit bills, which brings me to the next feature. The counterfeit detection is solid with 6 different methods working together. It checks for magnetic ink, ultraviolet features, infrared patterns, size, thickness, and even the color-shifting ink on newer bills. I tried slipping in a few fake 20s I had lying around, and the machine caught every single one, sending them straight to the reject pocket. That peace of mind is worth its weight in gold, especially if you're dealing with larger amounts of cash regularly. One of the standout features for me was the dual-user operation. This counter can handle 2 people at once, which is perfect for busy shops or events where multiple people might be counting cash simultaneously. I set it up with a friend, and we both used it without any issues, no waiting around, no bottlenecks. Plus, it supports multiple currencies, so if you ever need to count euros or other bills, you can program it to recognize those denominations too. The counting capacity is impressive too. It can handle up to 1,000 bills at a time, and it counts at a speed of about 1,000 bills per minute. That's fast enough to keep up with even the busiest shifts. I also appreciated the dispense mode, which lets you automatically separate and stack bills as they're counted. It's a small thing, but when you're dealing with hundreds of bills, having them neatly stacked and ready to go saves so much time. Now, let's talk about the build quality. The machine feels sturdy and well-made, with a touchscreen that's responsive and easy to navigate. The reject pocket is conveniently located and catches any bills that don't pass the counterfeit detection, so you can quickly pull them out and inspect them without disrupting the whole process. As for the pros and cons, the pros definitely outweigh the cons here. The serial number printing and counterfeit detection are game changers if you're handling a lot of cash regularly. The dual-user operation is another big plus, especially for businesses with multiple cashiers. The only real downside I can think of is that it's a bit on the larger side, so if you're tight on counter space, you might need to rearrange things to fit it. Also, the initial setup can be a little tricky if you're not tech-savvy, but once you get it programmed, it runs smoothly. Overall, if you're someone who deals with mixed bills often and wants to save time while ensuring accuracy and security, this AccuBANKER money counter is a solid investment. It's not the cheapest option out there, but it delivers on what it promises. The link is below if you want to check it out.